the space where worlds become portals and their soul remembers. I am
I
Alicia
was
Young,
born with a
and
fire
this
kiss,
is Soul Work.
tongue like truth, breathe like mist. I carry lifetimes in these hips and prayers inside my wrist. They said I'm too much, too wild, too free, but baby, I was never meant to be. Quiet, tame, contained, I am so untamed. Ooh, 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 ooh.
What is meant for you
I am
is already
so
in motion.
work slowly.
Let's see where it leads.
Magic in my skin,
The
healing
soul
while
already
you
knows.
hold me.
The cards are just
Say
carefully
my
pulled.
name, feel the shift begin. Aliciadione, soul work within. Soul work within. I read stars with my fingertips, found heaven in the curve of my lips. My voice, a spell you can't forget. I bloom in shadows, no regret. I rise in rhythm, flow, and truth. I turn my wounds to holy proof. This is not survival, this is return. You feel that? Yeah, we already home. Welcome to conversations that protect. Welcome to the blueprint. Welcome to the war room. Welcome to the rebirth. Welcome to the moment you finally say yes for real. Welcome to your journey home. We don't speak to perform, we speak to prepare. We don't hand out hope, we hand down prayers. Every word's a bomb, a blade, a blanket. This is soul armor in songs. Coming close, baby. We got you. That ache you carry, it's just your ancestors waking up in your chest. This is the welcome home. Long overdue. Breathe in the ashes, that's where you begin. The girl you were, she blessed the fire. The woman you becoming, she walks through it in gold. This is your shedding, this is your stretch, this is your return. You whispered yes, and the universe cracked wide open. No more maybe, no more delay. You said yes for real. Now spirit can move through.
Welcome back to Soul Work with Alicia Dion. We are going to continue on our journey home. We've previously talked about decolonizing learning. We've talked about unschooling at home as well as spiritual education. If you haven't watched part one or any of the other 5 episodes in this series of Journey Home, please do go back and watch those again so you can have those in your tool belt, okay? So today we're going to start with family archives. We cannot leave our histories to be written by strangers. We cannot trust institutions that erased our past to tell our future generations who they are, who they really are. We cannot wait for approval, funding, or validation to start preserving what was almost lost. We must become our own scribes, our own librarians, our own historians, our own protectors of the sacred record. Because every time a story dies untold, every time a name is forgotten, every time a photo fades without identity, we lose a piece of the blueprint we were meant to build from. This isn't about nostalgia. It's not about vanity, and it's not just about sentiment. It's strategy. It's survival. It's sacred preparation. When you build a family archive, you are doing more than honoring your bloodline. You are weaponizing memory against the forces that would rather see you erased. Because in a world that profits off black erasure, remembering is rebellion, documenting is resistance, preserving is protection. You are not just collecting old things, you are fortifying an unbreakable bridge between past, present, and future. You don't need a degree in history. You don't need a fancy scanner or expensive storage space. You need willingness, urgency, and love. Here's how you start. Find the elders while you still can. Parents, grandparents, great aunts and uncles, the neighbors who saw things you only read about. Sit with them. Ask simple but sacred questions like, what was your childhood like? What struggles did you survive that we don't talk about? What victories did you witness? What traditions did your parents or grandparents pass to you? What do you wish we still practice today? Turn on your phone recorder. Capture their voices. Let their laughter, their pauses, their unsaid emotions live forever. One day, when they are no longer here in the flesh, their voices will guide your descendants. A recording today can become a resurrection tomorrow. Those wrinkled, sun bleached pictures stuffed inside drawers and shoe boxes, they are sacred artifacts. Scan them, save them, label them. Because when a face is forgotten, a lineage starts to crumble. Protect the smiles of ancestors who survived the impossible. Protect the eyes that saw migration, rebellion, births, weddings, funerals, victories. Make digital copies, back them up. Treat every photo like a living document because it is. Memories fade faster than we think, and oral history, while powerful, can be lost in just one generation if we're not vigilant. Before more faces become mysteries, write the names, write the dates, write the places, write the bloodline. Don't assume you'll remember who's who in 10 years. Write it down. Let every photo carry context like armor against forgetfulness. Think like a librarian building a secret vault for survival. Create organized folders for your family tree, family recipes, your family audio recordings, handwritten letters, ancestral prayers, birth certificates, land deeds, military records, anything connecting your name to your story. Label everything with clarity and care because one day a child you may never meet will open that folder and find themselves staring into the face of their own resilience. Every story recorded is a wall. Every photo scanned is a gate. Every name written down in a lock is a lock against erasure. You are not just preserving your history, you are protecting the inheritance of memory because systems will always try to sell your children a lie about who they are. But when you build archives, you hand them a weapon of truth too sharp to be denied. You hand them a mirror that says, you come for greatness. You were never forgotten. You are the dream of every survivor who whispered your name into the future. You are walking prayers made flesh. Someday a child not yet born will open a file, hear an elder's voice, see an ancestor's smile, and they will know I came from something sacred. I came from somewhere powerful. Family archives aren't just for your curiosity. They are for spiritual survival. They remind us that we are not accidents. We are not lost tribes. We are not disconnected souls wandering in the wilderness. We are rooted. We are remembered. We are rising with the names of thousands singing in our blood. Start today. Record the stories, save the faces, build the archives, because our memory is the first kingdom, and we are its protectors now.
You ever wonder why people hide behind pain? Why they log on just to lash out? Maybe they just lonely. Maybe they just wanna be seen. Yeah, this one's for the trolls. You sit in the glow of your blue lit cave, fingers twitching, heart full of ache. Every word you type, baby, please through the screen. You call it truth, but it's just what you mean. You a ghost with Wi-Fi, a shadow with a grudge, searching for love through the static and sludge. You say you don't care, but I can feel you cry. Every cruel word is just a lullaby to the pain you never healed inside. Ooh. Who hurt you, baby? Who made you believe love was pain? You break what you crave, you hide behind names, but if I loved you right, would you still play the same? If you found what you need, would you change? No, no. You crave touch, but you only know how to scratch. You want heat, but you burn every match. You're talking chaos, but you mean connection. Hurt people turn love into misdirection. You don't hate the world, nah. You just miss its warmth. You troll cause tenderness feels like a storm. Who hurt you? Was it the one who left too soon? Was it the silence that stayed in the room? Was it love with conditions, affection with strings that taught you to break what you wanted to keep? You ain't real, you empty. Who hurt you, baby? Who made you forget your flame? You've been hiding in pain, but I see your name. If I loved you whole, would you still run away? If you found what you need, would you change? Would you still take on a new persona if love was finally real? Would you drop the mask and let somebody feel you? Love don't knock on fake doors, so come out. Come out and breathe before you troll that too. Pain turned pretty, that's what I do. Slow hand, heavy bass, mood on hush. 808 heartbeat, ink and blush. Every line I draw got a memory's you. Every shade I lay got a prayer in view. I'm more than a name on your arm or skin. I'm a mirror for the storm you've been in. And low like low, slow burn crew. I make scars look like what you came through. I'm a southern belle with a trap soul tone. I paint your truth till it feel like home. Baseline deep, emotions too. Baby, there's gospel in this tattoo. Ink dripping slow like syrup on sin. You confess what you never.
The living libraries are around us. walking with slow steps, speaking in tones shaped by decades of struggle and triumph, carrying in their hearts stories that no textbook has ever dared to tell. They are breathing memory banks, living, walking, fragile archives. But they will not be here forever. Time does not ask for permission. It moves with or without us. And if we do not harvest the wisdom from our elders that still lives inside them while we can, we will lose blueprints that Spirit intended for us to inherit. There is a posture of sacred humility that our generation must return to, sitting at the feet of the elders, not debating them, not dismissing them because of the difference, not assuming we know better because of degrees or technology, sitting, listening, honoring. Because every wrinkle in their face carries 1,000 unsung prayers. Because every trembling hand has built homes, families, and futures with invisible battles you'll never fully know. The ancestors don't speak through dreams. They don't speak just through dreams. Sometimes they speak through the voices still breathing right in front of us. We must learn to recognize holiness even when it's dressed in worn clothes and walks slowly. Elders carry sacred data, survival codes hidden in lullabies, family secrets tucked into stories not meant for young ears, recipes that healed bodies when medicine was denied to them, love stories born under segregation, war, migration, and rebuilding, names of villages, ancestors, towns, freedom trails long scrubbed from maps. When you speak with an elder, you are not just having a conversation. You are gathering seeds, seeds of resilience, seeds of healing, seeds of remembrance that will be planted into the soil of future generations. When an elder passes without being heard, a library of wisdom collapses into dust. But when you sit with them, truly sit with an open heart, you gather those books back into your hands. How to ask the sacred questions for the elders, you might ask. Find the elders, blood family, chosen family, neighbors who watch generations rise and fall, and ask them with reverence, what do you remember? Let them wander through their memories freely. What stories were you told as a child? Stories shape spirit more than facts. What struggles shaped you? Pain carries the architect of survival. What victories made you proud? Every win was a revolution, even if history books ignored it. What do you want us to know before you go? Give them space to pass the torch intentionally. Ask, record, honor their pauses, honor the things they don't say right away. Sometimes wisdom leaks out in the spaces between words. Don't rush. Let spirit guide the conversation. It's not just an interview, it's a sacred ceremony. Record them, treasure them, honor them. Use whatever you have, a voice recorder on your phone, a video call, a camera if they're comfortable. But whatever you do, capture it because memory fades faster than we think, and every recording you make becomes a spiritual heirloom. One day, someone you haven't met yet, your great great grandchild, your community future healers, writers, leaders will press play, and they will hear the voice of a warrior speaking across time. They will remember. They will rise because you cared enough to preserve it. No fancy curriculum, no elite university, no historian's documentary could ever replace sitting eye to eye with someone who lived it, someone who walked miles to vote when it was illegal, someone who hid sacred rituals in Christian hymns to avoid death, someone who saw the first black business bloom on blocks now gentrified. Someone who loved in a time where black love was seen as resistance. You are sitting with a living, breathing soul. You are touching hands with a miracle of survival. When they are gone, their voices, if captured, if honored, will still be singing across the centuries. The truth lives in your bloodline, not in your textbooks. And you are the keeper of that truth now. You are the bridge. You are the recorder. You are the scribe they prayed would rise. Reclaiming education is not a hobby. It's not a luxury for the woke few. It's not a hashtag, a trend, or a side project. It's a sacred obligation. It is an act of spiritual warfare against erasure. It is a daily choice to defy systems that counted on us forgetting. It is a living prayer whispered through generations that refuse to die silent. Because when you reclaim education, true education, spirit rooted education, you are doing more than filling your mind. You are fortifying your soul. Centuries of lies wrapped in patriotism, century of lies sold as civilization, centuries of lies passed down as history when it was nothing but conquest and omission stitched together. To remember the truth is an act of defiance. Remember that we built civilization before colonizers knew how to bathe. Remember that we mapped the stars when others feared the night sky. Remember that we healed bodies when hospitals barred our entry. Remember we prayed to forces older than the pyramids, older than the temples, older than their concept of time. To remember to sharpen your weapon against every attempt to make you doubt your worth. It is to stand in the ruins they left and say, I know who I am anyway. To retell the stories bundled under forced amnesia. They buried our stories under blood soaked soil. They outlawed our languages. They outlawed our drums. They outlawed our names. But the stories still survived. And the lullabies whispered into cornrows. And the symbols etched in the quills that led the way to freedom. And the recipes that fed whole communities when famine was weaponized, and the secret rituals performed under the cover of night, where ancestors was honored in spite of threats of death. Every time you say their names, you bring back into their legacy. Every time you teach a child the true story of who they are, you stitch another piece of spirit back into the torn fabric of the bloodline. They buried the stories thinking we would forget. Instead, we are becoming the griots they feared we might one day remember how to be. Colonization wasn't just about land theft, it was about time theft. It was about breaking the bridge between generations so that each one would have to start over confused, isolated, ashamed. Reclaiming education rebuilds that bridge. It ties the ancient prayers to today's affirmation. It ties the ancestral blueprints to today's survival plans. It ties the sacred beginnings to the victorious futures our ancestors dreamed of but did not live to see. You are not an island. You are a link, a bridge, a living, breathing connection between what was, what is, and what will be. When you reclaim the bridge, you reclaim your destiny. The system was never broken. It was built exactly how it was designed to erase, to enslave, to exploit. We are not the students of a system that sees us as expendable. We are not students of institutions that commodify knowledge and gatekeep truth. We are students of something older, deeper, freer. We are students of the ancestors who taught the song, drum, herb, hand, and fire. We are the students of survival who pass down codes and blood, not textbooks. We are the students of spirit who move through dreams, through rivers, through the rising of the sun and the setting of the stars. Our classroom is bigger than four walls. Our teachers are bigger than universities. Our curriculum is written in the bones of the earth and the breath of our bloodlines. In our remembering, we rebuild. In our remembering, we resurrect what they tried to bury. In our remembering, we step back into our crowns, our drums, our prayers, our science, our art, vision, our voice. In our remembering, we prove that no amount of chains, fires, whips, bombs, borders, or betrayals could kill the truth of who we are. We rise because we are memory walking. We rise because we are prophecy unfolding. We rise because we are the impossible dreams of our ancestors, standing now in flesh and breath and bone, refusing to forget. The system, the broken system, was never our mother. The earth was. The spirit was. The ancestors were. And now, so are we.
Yeah, let's move it out now. Big relentless up in this. It's big mouthpiece. Oh, you ain't know. That ain't love, that's like hatred. Come on, brother. Why you niggas still on fake shit? Come on, brother. How you black but you a racist? Come on, brother. She sleeping with her twin husband, see that's tasteless. Come on, sister. Time to take it back to the king queen shit. Come on, sister. Time to take it back to the king queen shit. Come on, brother. It's time to take it back to the king queen shit. Come on, part 3. It's time to take it back. Come on, it's like an emergency. Time to get moving with urgency. Big Mouthpiece back. Take it, this shit sold up like surgery. Shout out to DJ King Miller and all those that work in the clergy. Can't waste no time, we better do it in a hurry. Set a date at 9 or probably even 9:30. Why they so quick to talk down but slow to show love to me? Quick to eat off the table but won't plan to want something for me. I gave them my open arms, now they acting like they don't know me. I needed some direction, that's when Queen Money Tide told me. Focus on the bag, all that nonsense is below me. So turn me up, don't be shady, press that like up for me. Hey, you can't look down on the brother, I used to swipe from the corner store, cause I was hungry. Instead of respecting my grind, how you go throw shade on me? Big brother hate my guts, tryna chop off my feet, but I am not Toby. Haters be praying on my downfall, but be acting like we homies. That ain't love, that's like hatred. Come on, bro. Why you niggas still on fake shit? Come on, bro. How you black but you a racist? Come on, bro. She sleeping with her twin husband, see that's tasteless. Come on, sister. Time to take it back to that king queen shit. Come on, sister. Time.
I don't chase, I enchant, move like smoke, speaking chance. You call it luck, I call it law. You call it fine, I call it flawless, raw. Lipstick like blood moonlight. My silence hits harder than a fight. I don't flex, I exist, and your ego can't handle this. You can't touch this aura. Go dip, blessed by the flora.